Hello, this is Jacqueline Eckern with Eating Disorder Hope, and today I have the honor of interviewing Victoria Kupiec, and she is a leader in eating disorders and nutrition at Timberline Knolls. And with that, I'd like to introduce Victoria.
Hello, Jacqueline. Thanks for having me here today.
Yeah, we're honored. So can you tell us about yourself and what you do at Timberline Knolls?
Sure. So I'm the director of nutrition at Timberline Knolls. I'm a dietitian by trade, and I started with this company about 5 years ago on the residential side of things. And after a couple of years, I moved to the PHP program in Orland Park, and I helped sort of set up and solidify our nutrition program there. And then I also did some outreach for TK, which really allowed me to get to know other clinicians and treatment centers providing care, and also allowed me to work with clients in a different way by helping connect them to the care they need. So I'm really grateful I had that opportunity. And then I've been in my current role for a year as of 2 days ago. And it's a privilege to work alongside such compassionate and talented individuals that I have here on my nutrition team, as well as the amazing clinicians across our campus.
Understood. And so what's your background educationally with nutrition, and what draws you to this field?
Sure. So I think I always had a curiosity around just what the most appropriate nutrition messages and diets are. And I always kind of wanted to get to the bottom just with all the different mixed messages that we receive in the media, as well as, you know, hearing from others about what the right diet is. And, you know, growing up female, there's lots of different messages we receive around what our relationship with food should look like. So I always had a curiosity around that. And then I've always just been absolutely fascinated by how everybody's relationship with food is something that's so intimate to them. And there's just so much to learn by being curious about that. So that has kind of naturally drawn me into the world of eating disorders, where, you know, I get the privilege of being part of people's journeys as they heal their relationship with food and their bodies.
And at Timberline Knolls, how is the nutrition philosophy unique at the residential and PHP levels of care?
Sure. So the TK nutrition philosophy is the foundation of our approach to nutrition across our programs, whether that's in our residential program or in our partial program. And there's a few pieces to it. So we approach food with an all foods fit model. So this is where we encourage neutralizing beliefs and labels around food so that we can begin to also neutralize our emotional experience with all foods. And then we interweave the principles of balance, variety, and moderation within that, while also educating and exploring with each individual how that can differ and shift from person to person. And then we also have 3 meals and 3 snacks built into our program at the same times each and every day to promote not only a steady stream of nourishment throughout the day to support recovery, but also to begin to rebuild trust and predictability for our bodies as we work to decrease ED behaviors and urges. And I guess the last major component of this is that we approach each individual's care through a health at every size lens. So this basically means that we don't assume a person's health status just by what they look like. And just as health can be present in different shapes and sizes, so can eating disorders. And our mission is to provide a safe, non-judgmental space for our residents, regardless of what type of body they're in.
That is wonderful. That's just, I love making all foods normal and part of your diet and the regular eating schedule. I know that was so crucial for me when I went into treatment many moons ago. So I'm glad you offer that. If someone is seeking recovery from an eating disorder, what advice would you give them in terms of nutrition?
So I guess I would tell them and stress the importance that recovery is progress and it's not perfection. And, you know, it's not a straight road. There are so many bumps and curves. And I think that every meal and snack is an opportunity for a fresh start for them to continue strengthening their recovery.
Oh, I love that. We have some eating disorder support groups, and I hear people at various levels of recovery striving to understand that it is progress, not perfection, and being able to bounce back if there's a slip or some uncomfortableness, and understand that it's just not black and white.
Exactly, yes. We want to definitely encourage the gray and flexibility and self-compassion around this process, because it's not an easy one by any means.
No, it's not, but it's so worthwhile.
Mhm.
What does meal planning look like at Timberline Knolls for your residents?
So we use what we call a recovery plan for our meals and snacks, and this plan is formulated and individualized for you by your dietitian. And each meal has basically two main components, an entree and then different sides to go with the entree. And then for snacks, you're given different options from different item selections that are customized for you. And we actually switched over to this system over the past year after we previously used the exchange system. And there are a couple of reasons for this. So with the exchange system, we noticed a lot of the ED beliefs and rules and rigidity was transferred onto the meal plan, and it definitely provided some barriers in terms of normalizing meal and snack combinations. And then also, after surveying our alums, they reported a lot of difficulty translating the exchange system into their daily lives once they returned home. So this new approach has allowed us to thoughtfully bundle our nutrient servings into a more normalized and flexible approach, while also helping clients transition to lower levels of care and back home with language and tools that support both meal planning and grocery shopping outside of treatment.
Wow, very comprehensive, and wonderful that you take into consideration the feedback of alumni that have been through your program and incorporate that to make it better.
Definitely, that's how we learn, what works, what doesn't work, and how we can strengthen and continue to offer the highest quality of care for our clients.
Yes. And how does Timberline Knolls accommodate specific diet and nutrition needs, like a kosher diet or a vegan diet, that sort of thing?
Yeah, so we're able to accommodate vegetarians and vegans into our program. When it comes to kosher, we don't have a kosher kitchen, but we do have partnerships with local vendors to provide kosher meals and snacks. And then we're also able to accommodate most documented allergens. It just gets a little bit trickier when we get into airborne allergens, especially if it's something that we include on our menu because we dine communally, but we're always open to discussing accommodations case by case.
Oh, that's great. That flexibility is really important. I hear that a lot from people seeking treatment, that they would like the staff to consider their needs and incorporate it and have a more personalized plan. That's nice that you offer that. So thank you, Victoria. We're lucky to have you in leadership and nutrition at Timberline Knolls. If you viewers would like to learn more about Timberline Knolls, you can visit them at www.timberlineknolls.com. You can also call and speak with an admissions coordinator at 888-206-1175. And if you'd like to get in touch with Victoria, you can go through the Contact Us page at Eating Disorder Hope or Timberline Knolls. And I know there's a nice write-up about her on TK's staff page. So it's been an honor to have you, Victoria. Thank you for your knowledge.
Thank you so much, Jacqueline. Thanks for sharing this time and space with me.